Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that can be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. On first down, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. What I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill.
This is Freeman. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Come off the ball. 57's the Mike.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Ayuk to return it. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's 2nd down. 2-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Yards to go.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is Ayuk complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Garoppolo to Ayuk. First down, 49ers.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Their own 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8 coming up. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Don't get nervous.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
56. They can't hang with us. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
The give is to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Check 13. Watch the eye.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Garoppolo on first down. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the 49ers.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Garoppolo again. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 7 from the 20.
21, 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Garoppolo's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, Garoppolo. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
To Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Jets, nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That must be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis. 84 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, it's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here we go again. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Check, man, 80. Hey, check Mike 33. Now, 80. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This returnable for Ayuk. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Get him. Check. 21.
Once again, it's Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Well, call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. 51 on the mic, boys. 51. Cut. Mike behind.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the screen.
To throw is Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A gain of 16.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Airing one out for Crowder. great return as they're finally able to take him down.
By the 49ers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, 49ers! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Niners 42, Jets 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. By 56. By 56. Watch twist.
Darnold from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Darnold on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Darnold's pass intended for Jamison Crowder.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 20. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. I know he ain't got it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Shift.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially in this late stage of the contest. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Again, it's Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's complete. It's Bell. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down at 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Bell, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Again, the ball
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
45-yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
A give to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.